YouTube, what's going on, guys? Man, this weekend I'm really excited. Got the 125 set up, got my dream set up, have a 40-gallon sump underneath. That's 145-gallon total volume of water for all my discus to go swimming in. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly the reason that I moved here. Of course, there's the family that's involved in that as well. But guys, this was one of my main objectives with getting this house that I'm in right now, was to go ahead and get myself a massively huge tank. Guys, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you're coming across this channel for the first time, hit that sub button. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything. You hit that little bell icon notification. If you like the title, if you like what I'm talking about, go ahead and watch it. And if you don't, you go ahead and swipe it and wait till the next video title comes up. Okay, so for you guys that have been regular viewers of this channel, ta-da, there it is. What I'm going to tell you about is what I did converting a saltwater tank into a freshwater tank. Now, in the interest of brevity, I'll answer any questions that you guys put down below. But for the interest of brevity with this video, just want to go ahead and keep it short. Basically, guys, I know that there's really good deals that are available throughout your local aquarium clubs and aquarium associations. Especially, this is a big tip here, guys, for all you people that are keeping freshwater cichlids. The best resource for massive tanks are going to be on your saltwater communities, your local groups. These guys are constantly getting rid of tanks. They'll make you a good deal. If you can't, I'm positive you can find somebody that does. That's exactly what I did. I joined the Oklahoma Saltwater Association, and there was just a slew of people on there that were getting out of the hobby, had too many, wanted to sell, downsizing, moving, whatever. So I basically had my choice of tanks. This is what fit here. I was going to get 2 tanks. I bet you my wife is glad right now that she that I only brought home 1, because she was going to let me have 2. My eyes were definitely bigger than my head. I work full time. Anyways, that's beside the point. Let's get down to what I did. Got the tank, sprayed it out. Okay, salt water is not, a little bit of residual salt water is not going to hurt freshwater fish. It's not. But what I wanted to do was get this puppy filled up with water real quick. Okay, thought some chlorinated water going through it would actually help with killing off anything that I didn't want. Let that go ahead and run, dechlorinate it, and then this is one of the very few times, guys, that I actually use a buffer, because my water out here is very hard. There's a ton of scale in it, calcium, lime, heavy metals. I don't like my water out here. So you guys know that I use like a 20% tap water mix to an 80% RO water, and that's how I cut it. I used to use a lot of buffers. I really don't use buffers anymore, but this would be the one time that I actually used a buffer, was to go ahead and precipitate the calcium and magnesium that was inside the tank. Go ahead, drop that pH down, and I closely matched that pH with the pH out of the tank that I was moving my discus out of. Of course, 2 heaters in the sump down here to go ahead and bring it up to temp. Put the discus in there. They're still really skittish. They're hiding. When I got home from work, they were out swimming around. As soon as they saw me, boom, they just, they just went ahead and hid. That's what's going on right now, inside the tank. Guys, I'm going to keep you updated. I've got some things to work out with the sump, just kind of fine-tuning it. I want to go ahead and put probably some pool filter sand for a substrate inside here. Remember, I always warn against growing out discus inside of anything other than a bare bottom tank. And just to be on the safe side, it's much easier to treat and clean if you stay with a bare bottom tank. But my wife has requested that I do something to make this tank not boring, okay? So I have to remember, you hear her? Okay. You have to remember that what we feel is optimal health conditions for discus doesn't mean that your regular, average, standard, person that comes by and views it, they don't appreciate the fish the same way that we do. They look at the whole thing, okay?
We want color.
being that this is inside the living room, okay, you heard the lady, she said she wants color, okay, so what mama wants, that's what's happening, guys. So gonna do a thin layer of sand, and I'm going to pick up I think it's an Eheim gravel back. And just for you guys that have been paying attention, on a couple videos I shot ago, we talked about food for discus, and I asked you guys to join in, put your comments down below. Somebody, I can't recall right off who suggested this, but they suggested bug bites, okay? Went to my LFS, guess what? They had them, okay? And my fish actually love them. So, thanks for the suggestion. We do read the comments, do use it, do try it. I read this stuff because of some comments, and you know what? I've been in this hobby since the early 80s, and guess what? We all still learn all the time because the hobby continues to progress. It continues to progress in old school ways. You know, they get better with the influx of technology. Guys, appreciate you watching. Hit that sub button if you're not subbed already. Promise you I'll have a bunch of good videos coming up with this 125. Eager to share it with you. That's how I converted my saltwater into a freshwater tank. And it was pretty easily done. These guys were skittish for about 24 hours. After that, you know, they've been coming out. I'm sure as they get used to being around, you know, a lot of people and a little bit of traffic in the hallway, lots of places to hide and whatnot. And I'll separate all this driftwood and stuff out. Just really excited that I finally have a tank I can get all my driftwood into. Guys, thanks for watching. Scuba Steve, you know what time it is. I'm out.